live here in the 661. Big Bob 310 to the 661 Santa Clarita. Starting off with the MLB opening week talk. Let's start off with the National League East. Bob Cellar Dwellers. That's right, new concept. Bob Cellar Dwellers. That means this team is going to be last place, in my humble opinion. They're not going to be very good. They're going to be atrocious to watch for their fan base. And I feel for their fan base, the Washington Nationals. While their starting rotation is okay with Josiah Gray, Sonny Gray. it's easy to mix up the grays. But anyway, Josiah Gray, Mackenzie Gore, Patrick Corbin, who I feel is probably going to be the best pitcher in their rotation, Patrick Corbin. Offensively, not very much to look at either. Joey Gallo, power hitter, yes. Hit for average, no way. Just not very good. Rosario will probably be the best hitter on that team between him and Senzel. And they just got a lot of developing to do. Miami Marlins. Let's look at those good old Marlins. It was a time where they were young and inexperienced. Now they're more experienced, and I believe the Marlins will make some noise. While Alcantara, unfortunately, is injured, he's going to be out for a good while. He's on the 60-day IL, I believe. So the other guys are going to have to pick up the slack. Question: will Tim Anderson refine himself over in Miami? He kind of lost it a little bit over there in Chicago, so we'll see what Mr. Tim Anderson can do. New York Mets. They're very experienced, great team, solid lineup, pretty good as far as their rotation as well. Mr. Pete Alonso, amazing. We've also got McNeil, we've got Lindor, we've got Bader, and also ex-Los Angeles Dodger, JD Martinez, who they just signed, so he's going to do a little bit of minor league assignments, but I believe that they are pretty stacked. And they also have a two-headed monster there in that bullpen with Ottavino and Mr. Edwin Diaz. So look out for the Mets. They're going to be pretty good in the NL East. Also, the Philadelphia Phillies, another star-laced team with all-day Trey Turner. I mean, Mr. Trey Turner is a beast. He can hit pretty well. He can also field pretty well. There's some troubles with his errors sometimes, but it's very rare. I mean, Trey Turner is very solid. Mr. Bryce Harper. Who doesn't know Bryce Harper? That's a household name. Hits very well. Surprisingly, he can field very well as well. He gets a little slack for his fielding, but I think it's nonsense. To me, he's one of the best fielders in the game, regardless of what people will say. Also, JT Realmuto, great hitting catcher. He's also pretty good behind the plate as well, I must say. People give him slack for his defense behind the plate, but I think he's pretty good. So that, my friend, is the Phillies. Atlanta Braves, I think they will win the division. It won't be easy, just like it wasn't easy for them last year. But they will win the division. The NL East is pretty tough. Like I say, they're stacked. The rotation is pretty stacked with Fried, Strider, Charlie Morton. I mean, what more do you need? They're pretty good. And speaking of that, what more do you need? Why not add Chris Sale? He had a bit of struggle with the injuries, but I do believe Chris Sale will be a little bit more healthy because they're going to be less reliant on him because they have not one, not two, but three other star pitchers in that solid rotation. The bullpen is also one of the better bullpens in the league. With Iglesias and Jimenez and watch out NL East. Heck, watch out MLB. Period. Them Braves are coming for you. And they have two phenomenal catchers with Murphy and my main man Travis d'Arnaud. Shout out to Big Trav out there. Both of these guys can hit very well. I believe Murphy's a little better defensively. And Trav is really good defensively himself, but he can hit pretty doggone well. So, and I believe we may see if Olsen probably needs a little rest. You might get a little bit of Trav at first base. Who knows? We'll see. Massive impact, like I said, Matt Olson. We've got Riley Ozuna, Albies, Acuna. The Braves, they're ridiculous. So I got them winning the National League East. So that's it for opening week. National League East, Big Bob signing off. Peace.